And this video, I'm going to be naming my 3 transfers that I think Florida State needs to land and through this transfer portal class going into the 2025 season. These are guys that can make immediate impact for next season, but also too some that can develop and be potential starters for you in the years to come in Tallahassee. So let's start off with number 3. For me, it is going to be North Carolina linebacker transfer Caleb Laval. I think the first question mark that is going to come from fans is the stat sheet. Where's the production? We want production. We need players that are bringing in production. Well, Florida State has done that all across the board. If you're looking at offense, defense, they've done this. They've found some guys that are going to come in and bring immediate production, but you've also got to have guys that you can develop, most certainly in the linebacker room, which is a very important piece to Tony White's defense that he's going to be bringing like he had at Nebraska. And that 3-3-5 scheme, you're going to have 3 linebackers, a heavy amount of personnel that are available on Saturdays for you. And with Laval, he has 3 years of eligibility remaining. Now, Florida State, I think, is in a good spot to land Laval. They had a really good recruitment of him through the high school level, which he ended up going and picking North Carolina, but they kept that relationship very strong. As we can see, he came in quickly at the beginning of the year to visit Florida State. But to me, this is not maybe an immediate impact player, but he's someone that you want to have developed in that room under White, and also to Florida State's new linebackers coach, but a name that we all know, John Papuchis, moving from the defensive ends and special teams, which he is still going to stay that role, but he is going to be coaching the linebackers. But he is going to have a lot of room to work with. Also, too, Ernie Sims is still on the staff, too, so he's going to have a whole lot of hands to help develop. And to me, I think it would be a really, really strong addition for the Seminoles moving forward defensively. Like I said, the stat sheets won't show up to you like crazy, but he just previously played in a bowl game against UConn, recording 9 tackles, 6 solo tackles, and 1 tackle for loss. But the biggest thing here is development and how many years he has left. And, I just think that Mike and what he's done with his relationships there, and the rest of the coaching staff, I would not be shocked if he does not end up at Florida State Seminole. I think he's going to be in Tallahassee for the years to come. But he is a need to me, in my opinion, if we're going to be ranking some of these guys. Going to number 2 is Utah State's running back transfer, Rashul Faison. Now, we did a video on him just a little bit ago, not too many days ago, about him. Why am I saying running back? Why are we going running back? There's so many people in there. There's so many players. There's so many young talent in there. Yes, that is very true. But you've got to think about it. Florida State is going to have more attrition in its roster. We'll see how things go when we get to the spring. But Florida State most likely is going to thin out that room a little bit. And like I said, there is some young talent there, but you need some guys that have shown proven experience. And you tried to do that, and really, he should have done homework a little bit more on Roydell Williams, which you brought in from Alabama, but he didn't have that production and his background. Rashul Faison does. Let's look at some of his stats here. In 2024, he had 198 carries for 1,109 yards, 5.6 yards per carry, and 8 touchdowns. Faison, to me, can be an explosive back for Florida State. I don't know yet, really, outside of maybe Samuel Singleton, which we got to see more play from, and then, of course, Mekhi Danzy, who has electric speed. Florida State needs someone that can be explosive out of the running back room. And looking at some of his film, he's really fun to watch. He'll break your ankles. He has a really good juke on him, and is really, really good. Is a really good red zone threat as a running back. Really nice vision as well, and that's what he brings to the table. 5 100-plus yard games, including a season high of 191 yards ran against Hawaii, and he was named the second team All-Mountain West. When we're looking at his career totals at Utah State, he brought in 316 carries for 1,845 yards with a 5.8 yards per carry and 13 touchdowns. He had 33 receptions, 151 yards, and 13 starts during his time at Utah State. But a lot of durability here, versatility as well. He can catch the ball. I think there was a highlight play of him as well with a deep pass. Was it like a flea flicker for a touchdown? He's got good hands on him as well, but I think the explosiveness with the shiftiness is what Florida State needs, because when you look at Cam Davis, he's more of a thumper guy, bigger back, but they need to match that with something else too. And how Mike Norvell likes to run the ball. And now with Gus Malzahn coming in, I still think that we're going to see a lot of 2 running back sets. You might even see 3 sometimes in this offense moving forward, and just how the success of what they've found in the transfer portal with the run blocking and a new offensive line. Focus is going to be heavy in the run game, and I think Faison would be a great fit and is a must to land in my opinion. And then going to number 1 here, this is obvious. This is Georgia Southern linebacker transfer Marquez, Watson-Trent. Now, when we're talking production, this is going to be a whole 180 from Caleb Laval, as we mentioned earlier, as my number 3. Production. Florida State needs it in this linebacker room more than ever. Yes, they do have some veteran guys returning, like Omar Graham Jr. You got Blake Nicholson as well, Justin Cryer. But I want to see some guys that have proven talent and a ton of experience. That's something that you would like to take advantage of when you're going through the transfer portal. So let's look through some of his 2024 season highlights. And he was named the Sun Belt Defensive Player of the Year with 120 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, 1.5 sacks, and 4 forced fumbles. He played in 7 games with 10+ tackles, including 2 with 14 tackles. He posted a career high of 80.7 of a PFF grade. This player, this young man, is just getting better and better and better as the years go on. His career totals are at 356 tackles, 27 tackles for loss, and 6 sacks. He has 6 forced fumbles, 6 pass deflections, 2 interceptions, which was one of those was returned for a touchdown. And he had a three consecutive 100+ tackle seasons. And he's a two-time first team Sun Belt selection in his conference. So strengths here, it's plain and simple, ladies and gentlemen. Production, a proven playmaker with consistent high-level performance, versatility, effective as a run stopper, pass rusher, and coverage defender, and his experience of having over 2,500 college career snaps with 36 starts over the last 3 years. But he would immediately bring in that versatility, that experience, that leadership too, that Florida State's linebacker room would love to have, and he is a perfect fit with that scheme under Tony White on the defensive side of the ball at that second level in the linebacker room. But you cannot, if I'm Mike Norvell, I'm not letting him leave the campus. I'm not letting him leave the Moore without getting a commitment and getting that pen to paper and getting him signed. This is someone that I think Florida State should be, this name should be at the top of the priority board as it is right now. And, you know, we're going to see a lot more transfer names come out as we move on through this transfer portal. We're going to see a lot more names. We're seeing some more guys show up. Sometimes they're quick little visits here and there, but we'll have you all updated on our YouTube channel. So I highly suggest hitting that subscribe button and hitting that bell beside it, because it will notify you every time we release one of these videos, or if we have any breaking news of commitments landing, guys visiting, offers being put out. It's all going to be on our YouTube channel. So it's a busy next couple of months for Florida State and Mike Norvell and the coaching staff, but we'll have you covered here on YouTube. And if you enjoyed the video, smack that like button down below. We would definitely appreciate it, and appreciate all the love that you're showing to us on YouTube. It means a lot, but we got a lot more videos coming your way. So thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you in the next video.